because they reflect people's lived experiences within a broken system. I think that's a good place to start. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I think that it's pretty dead on. Like, you could even look at the example of Walter White, right? Like, literally could not afford healthcare within the American system, and so turns into like a drug dealer. And like, you're supposed to see him as like a bad guy, I guess, but his brother-in-law, the cop, is the guy that I hated the most in the whole show.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
no, it rings really true to say like villains are more relatable because they're just like the rest of us who are suffering under the hands of the powerful in a variety of ways.
Yeah, like that's, of course, that's the one good thing from that point of view about Breaking Bad, that at least we know his origin story. It's relatable, it's understandable, right? He's not just evil or something like that.
I guess in a sense, it also makes me think of like, and a lot of people have talked about Black Panther, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting into that. Yeah.
So it makes me think of that, like the character who at the start you're like, oh, this guy's just a bad guy, but then you learn his backstory and like, not just a bad guy. Maybe he's reacting in a way that not everybody can live with, but like he's definitely not just a bad guy.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely wanted to talk about Black Panther, and Killmonger's a good example of a villain, and yeah, especially at the beginning of the movie, because you think like he's talking about how these empires stole all this stuff from native people and Africans around the world, right? And like and so you kind of wonder where that's going to go.
Right.
And you can see he's like the bad guy, but it's like for good reasons.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'll come back to that.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Definitely want to come back to that. Let's see. Conversely, why have good guys become so cringe, so unrelatable, so one note? Because good guys are historically portrayed as rule followers, law abiders. Both sides are. For the last few decades, that means that the good guys end up defending the same broken system that produces the villain. If you want to write heroes in the year 2025, you have to decide what they stand for, and then stand for. The mealy-mouthed, offend no one approach no longer works. People respond to the Walter Whites because you can put truth in their mouths. So put truth in the mouths of the good guy. Yeah. And this last point I think is important too.